Hey friends, it's Paula. Welcome to Relatively Refined. On this channel, my sisters Kathleen, Patty, and I hope to inspire you to make your life beautiful on a budget. In today's video, my wife Truey is going to show us her recipe for vegetable beef soup. And I can tell you, it is delicious. If you love food and you love to eat, you're not going to want to miss this video. Click the notification bell, hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up. It really helps out our channel. We'd love to have you as part of the Relatively Refined family. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm making homemade vegetable beef soup, and I'm going to show you how I do it. This is how we do it in the South. This is my mother's recipe and my grandmother's recipe also. We start with just fresh vegetables. We used to get these from the garden. Now I just pick them up at the local grocery store. I've got fresh celery, Italian parsley, a yellow onion, Yukon Gold potatoes, garlic, carrots, fresh string beans. I get some top sirloin. I just cut it in cubes for my beef stew part. I brown some bone-in beef short ribs. That really builds the body of the broth. And I find it to be yummy when I put in the short ribs. They can be pricey, but your butcher can cut those for you, and they make a big difference in your broth and your flavor to build the flavor profile of your broth. Thyme, oregano, and basil, some petite diced tomatoes. I have some other herbs and spices in here that I put in. I always do Lawry's and black pepper on my beef before I brown it. I'll brown that in my Dutch oven. It does really well with about a tablespoon of olive oil. I've got two of my treats that I bought at Flavor's Own Maine. It was a beautiful, cute little, great little boutique shop in the North Carolina mountains that had different infused olive oils and vinegars. It was a wonderful place. So I got this. I'm going to put that. I'm going to brown it with that. I'm going to flavor it with some Austin Steakhouse rub. That was wonderful. And I use my Lawry's seasoning salt and black pepper on all of my meats always. I've got some bone broth, some garlic, minced garlic, and I also have some thyme here. Have that out. I'll use some thyme, maybe a quarter of a teaspoon of thyme, dry thyme, and then I'll put a few sprigs of fresh thyme in there. And I also build my broth with my bouillons. I have my beef bouillon and then vegetable bouillon. So I got I take a couple of these that I cut, probably like 4 stalks, and use that. And I'll probably do most of the carrots, do that as well. So pretty when you get them organic like this. I'm going to cut this onion, get this ready, get the skin off of it. You wait to cut the root side till you're really ready to cut it, because that's what makes your eyes water, okay? So if you want to just wait and cut that, you can cut it in half and go ahead and peel your onion up to the root. Right there, it's already released the eye-watering part of the onion. You can also run it under water, which helps. Got that. Now I'm going to get my potatoes. Pardon me, my dear. There we go. These potatoes, I rinsed them off. I'm not only going to cut them, I'm not going to cut them too small. I'm going to cut them maybe, about that. When they cook and they get soft, I do not want them to be mushy.
So do you put those in kind of towards the end, since those are pretty small?
If they're smaller, I put them in, yes, a little later, depending on, again, how you want your vegetables to be. I put my string beans in towards the end for sure. I don't like my string beans to be too soft.
Yeah, no, me neither. Although that is a Southern thing. Soft string beans.
I mean, that's debatable. I am a travel nurse, and I do not like to eat any restaurant, takeout, fast food. So I'm going to make this soup, vegetable beef, and take it to some of my fellow nurses in Brunswick, Georgia. And I'm going to put this in ball jars, and they can heat that up right in there in the nurses' break room. I think I'll just do this. I can get the onions going. I'll keep the root side in too, because it keeps the onion together. Should keep it together. It didn't there. I cut a little too far down. But everything in the South starts with, for the most part, an onion for sure. Onion, garlic, celery, carrots. That's just what we do here.
Some Lowry seasoning.
Lowry's seasoning. Lowry's seasoning. Lowry's. And some black pepper. And, you know, most things. I mean, unlike...
And some butter.
And we do not skimp on the butter. No matter what craze is going on, we don't do that.
Some kind of...
What new diet fad, we still use our butter. I mean, that's just what we use.
We're a butter-loving household.
We are. And we're still doing fine. Okay. Now what I do is I cut these tiny. Now this is where you need to make sure you keep your fingers out of the way of the knife, and you pull your knuckles back. This will cut you. You just, when you feel that blade against there, you just, okay, we're going to put this garlic in this little bowl here. I'm sure this is a little bowl that my wife thrifted from somewhere. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Sure. I like thrifting here and there, but I'm not quite as excited about it as Paula. But when I go, I have good finds. Somehow. Okay, we'll put this over here. And we're going to tie up some thyme. Okay. Fresh thyme. I love fresh thyme. I love the way it tastes. I love it for a lot of different things. I love it for Thanksgiving, turkey, chicken, a lot of different things. And I also love fresh oregano. It just has a great little flavor profile.
Right, so that's fresh thyme for fresh oregano.
I'm going to take, now we got this from a cute little shop around here, downtown Summerville. So cute.
Adorable. It's called the French Mercantile. I will link that information. And actually, I think I'm going to see if they will let me film in there. It's such an adorable little shop.
Really cute. Okay, I'm just going to tie this up. Nothing fancy. Nothing difficult. Just tie this up so that when I want to take it out, I can. I'll get the flavor profile from it without leaving it in the soup. There we go. I'm just going to literally tie it up in a little bunch, okay? Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of Lawry's on here and go ahead and season this up before I brown it in the Dutch oven. Okay?
You're going to brown all the meat at one time?
I'll do it in batches. I'll probably do the short ribs first just to brown them. And then I'll do it in batches. And then I'll put some black pepper on everything.
So you have Lawry's seasoning salt.
And you generously,
Black pepper.
here again,
Very
we're in the South and I have them seasoning in my bones. And I'm seasoning my bones. Here we go. Everything I've ever eaten in my life has been fully seasoned. So that's what I enjoy. No.
So
you be careful with your...
Don't scrimp on your seasoning.
Yeah, and also just a word of a little pearl of wisdom. Black pepper does not really have a heat flavor until you cook it, okay? So I'm not going to add a whole lot more pepper to this soup or this broth because I'm peppering my meat, okay? Black pepper can get hotter, in my opinion, than cayenne pepper or red pepper flakes when you cook it. So just be aware of that. Yeah, it's just a little pearl of wisdom in cooking. You can't take that pepper out. You can take salt out somewhat. There's some tricks to take salt out. It's very hard to take heat out of, also I'm going to put this out of a dish. This is Austin Steakhouse rub that I got again from Flavors on Main in that little North Carolina town. It's delicious.
That was the cutest little shop.
It really
I'll put the information for that shop. I'll pop it up on the screen and I'll put it in the description box.
We loved it.
There. It's so cute.
I know what I meant to say earlier. They have infused vinegars, but balsamic. They have some phenomenal selection of balsamic vinegars that we love to make our fresh salad dressings with.
Like a wine tasting. You go and you taste all the oils and vinegars. It was
so fun. And then we had Paula and I, one of our first vacations we've ever taken. We had 4 kids between us. We hired a guide from there, Eli, that was fabulous. And we went fly fishing for the first time.
It was great.
Wonderful. Now
I'll link his information as well.
Oh yeah,
great guy.
He was wonderful. So the ingredients in this are hand blended from coarse black pepper, roasted minced garlic, onion flakes, shallots, coarse sea salt, oregano, red pepper flakes, and okay, I'm too southern for this, and not quite as educated as you.
Is that guajillo?
And guajillo.
Guajillo.
Okay,
I think that's kind of a pepper.
A pepper, yeah. Again, my mother's first language was Spanish, but I am southern. I can't speak it at all.
All right, there's Flavors on Main Austin Steak Rub.
It's delicious. All their flavors and all their combinations for their rubs are phenomenal. Okay, we're checking on our beef short ribs. They're coming along nicely. I'm going to turn those over. Shall we brown that a little bit? And again, that's building the flavor, the depth of flavor in this broth. Brown that. Oh, yes. Flipped over a little quickly on me. Okay. See that? We got some brown coming on there. And I'm going to turn it on its side. I already got the bone side brown, so I'm going to turn it on its side, the brown. Okay, this is the top sirloin that I had cut in little squares. Almost browned enough. It's just about getting there. I just pour the celery and the onions and the carrots back in here. I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to do what we call sweat it down. So it's like translucent. At least the onions and celery.
Is there any olive oil or anything in there with them?
Those are drippings from the beef short ribs that I put back in there. Okay. They originally had some olive oil and seasonings. Okay, so we're going to let that
go ahead and
sweat down a little bit. Okay. Okay, these have been sweated down nicely. They're looking just like I want them to look. And I'm going to put my broth in. Okay. I have 4 cups of broth that I mixed with warm water.
What about the drippings from the meat? Are those in there?
Yeah, they're in there too. Okay. Wow. Petite diced tomatoes. Put that in there. Okay, we're getting there. 1.5 teaspoons of basil in there. Oh, she's biting my shoe. She likes 1.5 of basil. Okay. I've got oregano in there in the bouquet that I tied up. I'll put a little bit of thyme, just like a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme.
Thyme's pretty
dry thyme.
Thyme is strong flavor, isn't it?
Yes, and so is oregano to me. I mean, I like oregano. Now, you did this a while back just for organizing.
Yes, I'll link that video.
Purposes, and I really like it.
Spice cabinet.
You be sweet. Jealousy is a terrible disease. Our little cavalier is very jealous.
Today's the first day we've had the puppy, so they're
of the puppy.
To know each other.
Okay, yeah, I'll put that in there and let that. You be sweet, lovey. You be sweet. Okay, I've put the beef short ribs in there, and I put the sirloin, and I put my diced petite diced tomatoes, and obviously the trilogy of corn and celery and onions in there. And I'm going to drop my bouquet of oregano and thyme in there.
That whining is our new puppy. Let me show her to you. This is Hazel. Where are you, Hazel?
Hey, baby.
On my feet.
Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl. Oh, our little Cavalier is jealous. But look at this baby. Look at that baby.
Hi, Hazel. Okay, here it is with all the veggies in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's got some time to go. A little bit of simmering. Probably about 30 minutes now.
And then it will be ready to serve up with some fresh cornbread.
Yep.
Well, friends, I hope this video inspired you to get in the kitchen and try your hand at some homemade vegetable beef soup. It's the perfect cozy food for those chilly autumn evenings. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it. On the screen, you'll find a couple more videos from Relatively Refined that I think you'll enjoy. All right, everyone, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.